I don't think a lot of women still to this day understand that the abuse is not just physical. It is the mental abuse that is the real killer.
When someone has your mind mentally, they have your soul, they have your body, they have your capabilities as a person. And so mentally, it's so important. And it's important that I speak on that because I went out of an abusive relationship and I ran right into a mental abusive relationship. And I look back, hindsight, one wasn't worse than the other. I mean, it was just the same. I wanted to do whatever it took for my children not to suffer
Right.
or have to deal with the choices that I made. Because, I was literally on a path of destruction way, way before, that day.
Right.
But it's something like this to make me realize what really mattered in life, and that was my children. And so I began on this mission of not allowing my decisions to come down and trickle down on them. It started me talking to them saying, this happened, but it's not going to define us. The more I talk, the more strength. And the more they realize, I was like, you're going to go to practice, you're going to go to school. We're not going to cry. Forgiveness for me, I didn't know what it looked like. I had never forgiven anybody before. I was like, how I began to forgive my attacker is I began to put a name to the hurt. I began to humanize her, but I began to literally radically pray for her. But all I know is that I don't want to keep waking up with this every day. Like it is weighing me down. And here I am, I'm telling my children that they need to forgive and we need to heal as a family, but I'm still holding on to all this resentment. I began to see her differently. It made me have a sense of empathy for her.
As you were talking about the healing, don't you believe that you need to heal yourself before you can help to heal others?
Absolutely. Today, my insides match my outsides. First, it starts with yourself. Whatever that looks like to you, start there. You want to make a difference because it's never as bad as it seems. Whatever they did to you, that is what they did. And they're fighting their own fight. But it's time for you to get up and fight for yourself. It's time.
What does it mean for you to live a fearlessly authentic life?
It means to get up and just stand in my truth and be authentically myself. I am enough now, and it doesn't matter what goes on around me. I know that I am enough, and that's all that matters.